Tell you.
What do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
I'm imposing on Herschel because it's almost lunchtime.
Yeah.
You're building a dream. It looks like you're building somebody's dream here.
Yeah, it's a dream car. It's
It is
34.
a dream car. Check this out. You've been working on the 34. If you watch these videos very often,
Yeah.
I mean, you know Herschel's dream is a 34.
Yeah.
And it's coming together. This car was a little bit rough when you got it, huh?
The body, the doors, I don't know what, I'm not going to say what kind of body that is, but I want everybody one.
So anyway, you were going to flip it, and now you're getting around the corner. But you're making a nice car.
Well,
So you
we're trying to
created this hood. This looks cool.
Yeah.
You can kind of see it's a one-piece hood
Yeah.
that goes on there, bolts on. We had a couple different ideas.
Yeah.
So now you're straightening the top of it.
Yeah. I put it all together and then made these pieces here. And if you'll notice, I was trying to kind of copycat this piece right here on the body. It comes and sways in. And
Okay,
kinda
can I
made that-
impose? Can I have you just set it on there real quick? Will it take very much?
No, it won't take much.
Okay. There we go. That was easy. I could have kept the camera running, turned on fat. Look at that.
Yeah.
You get out of the way. We don't want
Yeah.
shut that door. I want to see the cool cars.
Well, we still got this, it bolts up and pulls up to that correct location there.
Okay, well, stand back just a second. Let's see what that looks like. That looks pretty darn cool.
Yeah, we have a deal inside here, we'll bolt this hood right in here, and it pulls it up and makes it stay level, and then we're gonna have have a bolt down here that holds it also on this motor support, fits up right on it.
Put a grill show into it. You got Fast Eddie put that grill show in?
They're gonna have him put the old grill in it for me, and we'll paint that radiator black where it'll show up good. But you can't tell much about it right now. I just got it sitting on there for you.
Well, good.
And then,
I need some old guys like you to be about 30 years younger and get me over there and get this stuff done.
well, this is, thank goodness, you know, I haven't been a fiberglass guy, but thanks to, you call him BC.
So how'd you learn? You learned.
I listened to you and
You learned from somebody
you
that knew.
mentored me.
Well, and when it comes to master mechanicing,
Yeah, I like
you would do
to-
the same. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm going to show a picture in here of one of my biggest disappointments. I showed you that the other day. We tried to build a car with a local school.
Yeah,
We just could not get the support.
no,
Volunteering for free and willing to donate the parts for free,
yeah,
just couldn't get the support. But there are pockets around the country
yeah.
of schools that are really moving towards the industrial arts program. And
I'm very happy to hear
I'm
that.
helping to write a curriculum.
Amen.
Are you in?
I'm in, man.
Well, you know what I thought this morning?
What?
All right, so I've got a lot of it written. I've showed you some of it. I haven't showed you the day-to-day, but
I haven't seen the latest.
I'm moving ahead. So it's going to be, I'm doing 30-second little videos to introduce the day
Okay.
for about a 90-minute course for the day. So now, like I told my son, what I need to do is take the curriculum for that day and kind of run it real time in my mind and see what this looks like, what the teaching style is going to be.
Right.
So
Yeah.
are we going to do class over here?
Whatever you want.
We'll pretend. We got Dan over there hiding.
We got Dan
Dan, we
hiding.
got the back of you on camera now. He won't turn around. I know he definitely won't turn around. But Dan could be the student.
He's Dan and I, we're just old school guys that we love to work. And you know, I relate to you. I ran a business, and it's sometimes it's hard to find people that actually want to work. So,
Okay, so here's the plan.
yeah,
So we got Dan for the student.
yeah,
You can be the instructor,
yeah.
and I'll be the instructor's instructor.
Okay.
And we work on a 90-minute thing. Vince will be here. Oh, that'll be good.
Yeah.
You always got to have a problem child in class. In class. Vince, if you're watching this, we love you. So that'll be awesome. Yeah, and we'll get. Maybe we'll
We
get.
call Vince radar if we lose a tool and find it.
Yeah.
I hear you.
No, that'll work. So you're in.
Oh yeah.
We may do a video. We may set it up live. I may do a live video That would be, and we'll get somebody over here to do the video while we're doing it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd watch all of it, but at least I can go back and watch it, and we'll do a 90 minute real time. This is the class, and see how it works.
90 minutes?
90 minutes.
Hour and a half.
Well, it'll help put it. You know, when you're building curriculum,
Yeah.
that's how long a teacher or the instructor will have with the students.
All I want to know, are you going to be here?
I'll be the instructor's instructor. You'll be the
Okay.
instructor, and then we've got Dan and
So you're going to
and
be
Vince.
telling me what to say?
No, I'm just going to watch you and coach. You're great. When we
He's had to coach me on this.
when we did the hot
Oh,
rod
boy.
thing, and Dan was over there too when we did it at the school with them kids.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they were like,
They loved it.
they loved it. I
They
mean, even
did.
when we weren't coming back the next week, they were wanting to know, well, when's them old guys coming back? You
They
know,
had fun, and I'll tell you what, I'll be honest with you, I'm selfish. I had a good time doing it.
I did too. You know, one of the saddest things.
To see people, I don't know, it's kind of like I'm a preacher, and when I'm preaching, I love to look out there and see people taking in the nourishment
Yeah,
from God.
exactly. When you
And
when
I
you know
can
you
see
got
it.
them engaged, that's something about
That
that.
engagement is really neat to see, and it's rewarding. That's the only reward we need, just seeing people get engaged and learn something
Yeah,
new.
that's
you know?
all. That's it.
I
Well, there's awesome teachers across the country.
oh yeah,
And they're teachers. Whether they get paid for it or not, they'll teach somebody something
That's
somewhere.
right.
And there's a lot of professionals in the
I agree.
education, which is fine. They're there for a paycheck and a pension. It's just time we raise the bar a little bit across the country. If you're just there for a paycheck and a pension, and you don't even get a pension most of the places you work anymore, just
There's-
put some effort into it. We're not in good shape in this country.
there's a lot of people like us that are really interested in the youth. Because I'm going to tell you right now, there's a lack of knowledge on anything other than actually scholastic work. It's people I've known people that are 25 years old that graduated college, can't change their own oil. There's people that can't nail a board up in their building. They can't put a door in. They can't do anything, and they're relying on other people to do it. And those other people aren't being trained.
No.
That's what I'm saying to
Well,
you.
here we are.
So it's a fallback on it. It just keeps dominoing back to people that are not qualified to do it. And there's fewer and fewer. I sit there and watch people put a roof on the other day. And most of the guys on that roofer were people older that were up there. And I said,
Man.
these guys are going,
They ain't gonna
they're
last
going to
long.
be through. They're going to have to get some guys here to help.
There'd be some worn out knees up there. You
Oh.
put do roofing very
I can't do it anymore.
No, I can't either.
But I am serious. I'm excited about what you're doing.
So you're in. We're going to do it.
I'm excited.
I'll clip in. I think I'll clip on the end of this. I've been doing the videos, the introduction video to the Spirit Hot Rod course. So I'll throw that in at the end of this when I finish it. And then, again, the most disappointing for me so far this year, I was at the feed store, and a young man just loading up the hay, just working his butt off. I started talking to him. He's going to be a lineman. He's going to go to school, be a lineman. This kid will do well.
Yeah.
He looked at me. He said, "Aren't you the guy that was going to do the hot rod, build the hot rod at the school?
I know.
How come we didn't do that?"
Yeah. I'm sad to tell you, I was in.
I'm
We were
more
in.
than sad. At this point, I'm ticked off.
Yeah.
And I am. I'm
not
ticked
today.
off, and I ain't putting it up with it.
I'm not against any one person. I just wish we could see through, as the Bible says, the dark glass. I really wish we could get people to see the end of the story. It's
Well,
got to happen.
now we just live the story and be positive.
We're going to.
Yeah, and love
This
each
is
other.
gonna
and go
work.
on.
I
Yeah,
mean-
it's gonna be fine.
This is something that the Lord had you start that I think is going to be big. I think you're going to find out that there's people.
Well, it's not even a new idea. I've been wanting to do this for 30 years.
I know, but
So-
you finally engaged.
I have
You're
no
on.
choice. It's either we shut down the business.
Yeah.
You see what I got going on over there,
I
and I
sure
got
do.
a handful, barely a handful of skilled people left to build cars that I could get more cars than we could.
I
We
know.
got more cars than we can possibly do.
Yeah, you're limited right now with help on how much you can produce because of lack of skilled labor. And it's really, I mean, when it hits home like that, it makes you get fired up and say, wait a minute, before this goes on much longer, we need to do something.
Well, we're going to do something.
I'm ready.
I'm not a guy that
Put
points
me
out
in,
problems.
coach. You're my coach.
We
Let's go.
don't have problems here. We have solutions.
Just don't put me running the bleachers.
All right, well, we got a good one for today. Now it's lunchtime, right? What's for lunch?
God bless you.
What's for lunch? Is it kosher?
We got Polish sausage.
You're gonna miss it. It'll be great.
Yeah.